before I've got it's 122.40.
Hello there, Oddimus Prime here. I have just returned from TFUKcon, which was the first ever mini convention for the TFUK Facebook group and associated peoples. It was a really good event. It was a low-key, small, single-room kind of affair, where a bunch of people sat around, talked about Transformers, played with toys. There were a few people that brought along some bots to swap and whatnot, and there were some amazing guests, such as Thew from Thew's Awesome Transformers Reviews and Toy Grind. He was premiered a brand new video that nobody else had seen in the world, so that was fun. Really enjoyed that. And we also had Ben from Ben's Collectibles, who talked about how he got into doing all of his videos and stuff. Absolutely lovely chap. Again, brought along some KO things and did a little video live there, which was pretty cool. We also had some heavy hitters from the industry, some real familiar faces and familiar voices in Transformers, both in the UK and internationally, from Simon Furman and Jeff Senior. I'll get back onto them in a second. And the Transformers the Show crew, they did a little live video, which was awesome, on Saturday evening. And we also had an appearance from Bobby Skullface, who many people will know as one of the most prolific and enjoyable Transformers reviewers that are out there. Really love his stuff. It was really nice to see him, and yeah. So that was that. I was actually working at the event. I was doing some little technological things, and I've just realised that my good microphone's not plugged in. Let's see if this is going to all be... Yes, I was saying that I'd helped out at the event to do some tech kind of stuff, and I've just failed on my own video. But I am not going to start again, and Simon will not cut this out, for he'll find it funny. The purpose of this, really, other than talking about TFUKcon, which we're hoping will go ahead again next year, and possibly with a few more people and some other guests. We'll see how that all goes. So if you're not a member of the TFUK Facebook group and would like to get involved and find out a bit more like that, pop along onto Facebook and give it a look. If you're in the UK. If you're not, it's probably a little bit out of your way. But anyway, I've waffled. So the purpose of this was really to do a little haul video. So I managed to pick up a few figures whilst I was there. Some were bits that people have brought down for me. Some were things that a couple of people had sort of brought along to shift in other ways. Yeah, so I actually ended up with a haul. I wasn't expecting to buy anything or acquire any figures at all, and ended up with a fair few. I think I managed to leave one of them downstairs. No, it's there. It's okay. We're all good. Ugh. I'll start with this one. So this was brought along for me for a lovely guy who was in the Facebook groups, and hit a message saying, does anybody want it? And I was like, me, because it's an Optimus Prime and I require them, all of them, for reasons. So yes, I'm going to put his name in somewhere, but at this exact moment in time, due to travelling all day and being generally quite tired, it's completely escaped my brain, and I do apologise. So here is a lovely little Optimus Prime statue. I think it's a Diamond Select or something along those lines. Yes, Diamond Select. I got it right. It's number 1263 of some, and it's let's just have a quick peeky. It's really nice because it's based off sort of one of the comic kind of heads. It's really quite special. It's quite weighty. I think some resin or polystone or something. Yeah, lovely. It will go with the rest of my statues. I think I'm going to have a really big reorganise actually, because I've got quite a few sort of mini statues now, and I need to sort of separate them. And I mean, to be honest, my Optimus Prime collection in the last 2 years. Ooh, that's a noisy thing. In the last 2 years, hasn't been sort of properly organised or put away. The shelves have become higgledy-piggledy and a mishmash of things. I've still got the Legends bots from a video a few weeks ago just in a pile on my desk. It's all just really quite poor. Anyway, I have digressed. This was number 1 of 9 Optimus Primes I managed to pick up. Moving swiftly on, let's go for this dude, which is one of the loyal subjects, Optimus Primes. I got this off a lovely chap called Graham, who is lovely. Yeah, it's a really cool little dude. I was not entirely sure whether I had one already. Looking in my cabinet, I think maybe I do. But that's not a problem, because now I can display one with the axe and one without the axe. There's always ways around these things. So he's really cool. They were sort of blind boxed originally, and you never knew which one you were going to get, apart from you always knew which one you were going to get because doubtless they've been opened. Apparently he talks. Hard to find out how to put batteries in him, if I can. He's not talking now. Right, pop him back down. And this dude. So this is the sort of Legend scale Cyberverse or whatever it was mold that originally came out from Reveal the Shield toy line. There are a couple variations of these that are knocking about. This one is weirdly a Optimus Prime that's a remold of a repaint of the Motormaster that they did. The Motormaster had a sword which plugged into his head here. The original version had a flat head, and it doesn't have the rub sign. It has a little painted on decal Autobot symbol there. Now these I've had so many. I've got one on my desk at work. I've got a couple in here, and I've got a couple of others knocking around as well. But this particular variation with the hole in the head and the rub sign, no rub sign, sorry. The ones that I've got are pretty poor shape. I've sort of got them second hand, and this was actually given to me by the lovely Thew from the aforementioned Toy Grind YouTube. So yeah, thank you very much for Thew. I think it was a freebie that he was giving away anyway, and it was nabbed for me by the lovely Dave Shorter, who compared the entire event. I'm speaking very quickly, I do apologise. A little bit. Oh, convention madness. It's all been really good fun. So yes, that's him. He will replace the Duff one that I've got in there, and I'll put it in the Duff one or the new. Yeah, put it somewhere. Right, let's move on. So what was that? That was number 3. Let's go for this guy. This I picked up off of a lovely chap called Rohan, who had a load of stuff that he was getting rid of at the convention. Minicon? Can you call it Minicon? I suppose. Yeah, so this is a Cyberverse Ultra Class Optimus Prime, which I really hope I don't have. I know I'd been thinking about getting it for a while, and then it got really a little bit difficult to get hold of. It wasn't appearing in the shops anymore. It was a sort of an odd part of the wave that I'm not massively bothered about getting the Cyberverse stuff. I mean, I've done, although weirdly, my most popular video that I've ever made with over 9,000 views is of one of these, the Cyberverse rolling dude. It's inexplicable. I have no idea how that got so many views. It was a terrible review. I got part of it wrong, and it's a really cack toy. But anyway, these Cyberverse toys, Optimus Primes, are sometimes quite delightful. This one is of a similar vein. It's fairly simple to transform, he says, failing at the simplest of things. Oh look, an Autobot symbol. That goes, the thing comes down, yep, and then that bit goes up. That one plugs in there, that flips around, that goes down there, like so. together, legs, arms. Oops, I remember the wrong way. There you go, it's an Optimus Prime in robot mode with a big Autobot symbol on his back for reasons. Again, like most of these figures, no knees! There's no knees. Which apparently the new Lego version also doesn't have knees. Maybe that's the evolution of Optimus Prime. There is no need for knees when you are the leader of the Autobots. Yeah, he's pretty cool. He does stuff. He can move a little bit that way. His head moves. This isn't a proper review of this figure. This is me just showing him. Yeah, quite like him. He's cool. He is number 4. Number 5, let's go for this guy. Now, I had to write down what this was called because I forgot. It is TFUKcon Targetroid Optic Max, which sounds a little bit like eye drops. It is a third-party, well, basically it's a Target Master Optimus Prime. It's pretty cool. It's got a, I really like the gun actually. It's really big, chunky barrel. Sort of reminds me a little bit of Impactor's sort of shoulder cannon. It's a really simple piece. Even I can transform it in reasonable short order. Pop the hands off of the pegs on the back of his legs. Pop his gun out of his butt. Split the legs. Pop the gun barrels into his legs. And then flippy. That flips all the way around. Graham, who I also got this off with, the same as the Loyal Subjects one. He's got a little rub sign on it. Isn't that cute? It's so cute. Up. And like that. And then you can put a little... You can put his little iron blaster in his hand. And Bish Boss, jobs are good. Head doesn't... Oh no, head does move. I lied. I thought the head didn't move, but it does. It's actually super posable because it's got ball jointed shoulders, elbows, and knees. So yeah, he's really cool. I really like him. I was trying to decide whether to keep him in gun mode and have an Optimus Prime holding an Optimus Prime. Maybe do it with a Headmaster Optimus Prime, because then it'll be a head and a gun and a body. It's sort of like Optimus Prime Inception. Primeception. No, I'm not doing the things. Stop it. Yep. There we go. Him. He's cool. 3 more to go. Now, this isn't an Optimus Prime, but I'm totally claiming it for my collection because it's awesome. It is a cube that is in blatantly Optimus Prime movie deco with the blue and the red flames. And if I can just do this really quickly, hopefully it actually transforms into. Let's do a. Let's have a. Can you tell what it is yet? But that leads to thoughts of people that we don't want to think about. So let's move swiftly on. There we go. That bit goes down there like that. Sort of pops down. And the bottom half of him clips into there. I'm doing it very quickly. I'm not particularly showing it off. But it's more because I want to get to the other mode so everybody can see. Not that anybody really cares, but I care. So those pop out, and you can see little vestigial leg nubbins, little feeties. Maybe you get an idea what it is now. Just a bit pops down like that, revealing his very gorilla face, and the arms pop out to give him gorilla hands. So basically, yeah, he's a gorilla. So it's sort of Optimus Primal-esque in movie Bayverse Optimus Prime colours. And he's I've played with him so much. I was sat at my laptop dealing with tech type things at the convention, and I was playing with him constantly. I think I transformed him about 16 times. I love him, and I don't care if he's technically not an Optimus Prime. He is definitely having a place in my collection. He will probably go on the barely Optimus Prime shelf. Yeah, sweet. Again from Graham. And thank you. It's awesome. And I love it. And these are going to go down here. Right, 2 to go. Which one do I do first? This one. So this I got off of Ben from Ben's Collectibles because, you know, if you know who he is, he loves a KO. He has an entire channel for KO figures. I'm not going to do a proper review on this. I'll just have a look see, but it's effectively, it's just still sealed. How exciting! Effectively, it is a straight KO of Studio Series, the first Studio Series Optimus Prime, I believe. Let's just pop him out of his clammy shell. And there he is. So I was a bit on the fence about picking him up, I'm not going to lie. But I didn't have him, so he got picked up. Now, what I immediately liked is, apart from the fact that there's some die casting, his knees appear to be die cast, and there's some other bits in there. But things I immediately liked were the fact that it has, you can see just a bit, probably, maybe, that he has the, almost impossible to do that. Wait, I can do this. Focus. No, front view camera does not want to. Anyway, he's got the non-faceplate head, whereas the original, which actually by sheer coincidence happens to be in hand, here has the faceplate rather than smiley face. It's probably not as good. Now, the other thing that I was taken to with this almost immediately is the paint scheme. The colour on it is instantly much brighter. This dude, I always thought looked really dark. I never understood why they're going for this sort of dark grey, and he never looked dark grey in the films at all. And this just, it always looked too dark, and I like it. I like the mould, but I don't like the colouring on it. It's too dark. It looks like you're seeing it through a filter of cigarette smoke and despair. But yeah, so whatever. I don't like him, but I've got him. But I do like this guy. Not only is he more chunksome with his weighty knees, he's also quite stiff, which is good. The other one's a bit floppy. I mean, it is a KO, but it's not a bad quality one. And it also comes with the same Energon swords that the other one has, which just sort of holds them. Just put them into the fists like that, so you have them attached to his arm, which would have made more sense, but he holds them in his hand, which is fine. Looks cool. But also, he does come with 2 additional heads. So he's got a open mouthy one. Oh, this is really shit. This is why I normally go into booth mode, but because can you see that better if I hold that? No, that's just a blurry blur. Yep. Nope. Nope. Maybe. No, rubbish. Anyway, there's an open mouth head, there's another open mouth head, and there is the standard faceplate head. They're all pretty cool, so we've got some options there for displaying him, so he doesn't look exactly the same as the standard one, not just in the colours, but also a little bit of additional tooling. So quite pleased with that. I think he is he? Because Ben was saying to me that he thought he was a downsized version of an upscale version. I will obviously defer to his superior knowledge, but it could actually, I think he's just a straight KO of the Studio Series one. Either way, love it. It's a really nice figure. That's the first time we've got it out of the box. It is so much nicer than the grey Prime of Despair. Even the paint jobs are better. Look, the paint on the window pieces there, which the other one is just straight red. Bad job, Hasbro. Good job, Chinese knockoff people. Well done, you. You've done us a service, and yeah. And that was number 8, which brings us to number 9. Now, number 9 was purely a curio and a bit of fun, and it is this dude. He is a Rock'em Sock'em style G1 Optimus Prime. I have no real idea where he came from. I assume from some set or other. There's very little details on the figure, apart from the thingy on the little serial number on the bottom. Can't see anything else, but anyway, I'll Google it at some point. But yes, he's got his little punchy fists. Punchy. And if you were to punch him back, you can knock his head off. Oh no. He can be taken by shockwave and do all sorts of experiments on. What I found most amusing about this is punchy, or is he milking his own robo nipples? Cyber milk. Yeah, that's weird, but fun. I, again, played far too much with this. It amused me. Yeah, need to get a Megatron from the fight now. I do have the other Optimus Prime sort of battle-y thing, but it's nowhere as fun as this dude. He will be played with. That's all of the toys. The other things I did get during this wonderful little convention, and again, I know I've already said that I kind of worked at it, but I can't stress enough how nice it was. There was such a lovely bunch of people. Everybody was chilled. Everybody was chatty. There's people there that I've been sort of vaguely aware of but never sort of spoken to before. I tend not to chat to a lot of people when I'm at these sort of things. I've got people I like and people I know, and I tend to stay fairly insular. But, you know, there's some lovely people, and they're all in the same sort of boat as me, so they're all chatting away. It's a really good way to sort of have maybe a first look into a convention. If you haven't been to a bigger convention before, you know, all of the main things you have at a convention, people sitting around talking, a bar, panels, guests signing, you know, all of that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's great, and I would definitely recommend you go. Finally, very quickly, I purchased a issue 0 of Transformers 84 off of the lovely Simon Furman, who has signed it. I've met Simon and Jeff several times. They are honestly the loveliest chaps. So amazing, and obviously Simon Furman has written so many Transformers things. His knowledge of it is amazing, although he does fully admit that he doesn't remember everything and does need to remind himself from time to time, but that's fine. He's written more issues of comics than a lot of us have had cooked dinners, or at least healthy dinners. Again, amazing chap. Yeah, and also what this has, it actually has a copy of the script for the comic. So that, I think, is really fantastic. I'm really looking forward to sort of getting this out and having a look. Actually, I missed picking this issue up in the first place, so there we go. All's a winner. And finally, because the other person who's had a massive impact on my Transformers fandom, as well as Simon Furman, is Jeff Senior, and he was also there, and I got him to do an Optimus Prime sketch, and that's amazing. And I love it. I've got another sketch that I got from TF Nation a few years ago of for him of Death's Head, which I might take a picture of. My dog's barking. But yeah, so there we go. That is the picture that I got off of Jeff Senior. And with that, I will bring this video to a close. It's lasted a bit longer than I was intending, but it was all good fun. Thank you for watching, and have a lovely day. Wait, I can't count. That was 8 Optimus Primes, plus the pictures. Idiot. I completely forgot about this. I picked up the metallic version because I have the normal red. Oh, it's here. The normal coloured version of Robot Masters Optimus Prime. So this one is the metallic-y one, which I also got off of Birmingham, I think. And it's so shiny. I love a good metallic Optimus Prime, and this one will be no disappointments there. So yes, that was the one I forgot. Sorry. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.
Fingers on plastic.